The raw power of Egypt is what the Israelites are freed from this week. In the Torah portion that we read in Bo is where they finally leave, that Pharaoh, even though he has the might, learns that it is not right to subjugate people for no reason. This is a central lesson that God wants even those who are spat upon in society not to be subject to the whims of the powerful. And even though it's not apparent when they leave Egypt what they're leaving for, part of what they're leaving for will be really apparent in a couple of weeks when we get to Parshat Yitro. One of these things will be the mitzvot, commandments, ways to make one's life holy and to build a just society. And at the beginning of Parshat Yitro, they will learn that a key aspect of this is having fair judges, that having judges judge things is how to form a just society, not just having those in power impose their will. The might makes right, that those in power imposing their will is what they're leaving in Egypt, and what they're going to do is try to build a society where things are decided on principle, not just on who holds the reins of power. This is part of why the current proposed judicial reforms in Israel is so painful for those of us who are lovers of Israel and supporters of Israel, and indeed for many Israelis, maybe a majority of Israelis. It's so important to have independent courts that operate freely from the power structure. That's the only way a fair society will work. It was true in the time of Moshe, and it is true today. And back then, it was done sort of with the direct word of God coming down. Now, alas, we don't have that. We have the text to learn from, and we should learn from them. And in a democratic society, understand that the tyranny of the majority is just another kind of tyranny. God willing, justice will prevail, and justice means having free and independent courts, just as the Torah teaches. Shabbat Shalom.